Money on my mind, gotta hustle and grind. Financial literacy always on my mind. I'm stacking knowledge, no time to waste. Gotta invest smart, gotta keep up the pace. I'm reading books, learning all the tricks, studying the market, making calculated picks.
What is good, everybody? It's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, winding down my night. This is the last thing I'm doing before going to sleep, so bear with me. It's been a long day. But we're gonna jump into it because we got good stuff to talk about. First and foremost, hit that like button on the way in. I'm tired. I'm here cranking these content videos out for you at the expense of my sleep cycle and mental clarity and maybe a little bit of sanity. I don't know, because I'm in here talking to myself right now, so people probably think I'm crazy. But hit the like button on the way in. Helps out with the algorithm. Definitely make sure, if you've been here more than twice, and I know the Wolfpack people, you got to dial out for this, but if you've been here more than twice, hit that subscribe button, because you're already a part of the Wolfpack. You just don't know it yet. And we don't want ghost watchers over here. I mean, I know I'm going to have some, but I want to invite you in, because here in the Wolfpack, we always got room for more people because we're not trying to get rich by ourselves. Last but not least, those of you who are getting value, this one is for you. Those of you in the Wolfpack, share the video. We got to get the message out. We got to let these, at least so that way we don't have to say we didn't tell you so, as we start running past those that are looking at us funny and sideways and telling us we're crazy. At least we told them. You had the shot. We left the door open for you to join. So we're going to get into it. First and foremost, we got to go into the receipts. For those of you not watching, I always give the receipts before we jump into the snowball analytics, and I'll say this every episode, and I'll say it all the time. A lot of people don't show their portfolios because they don't want to be looking out here looking bad. And they give really lame excuses. So, and they're all hogwash excuses because there's no identifying information on your portfolios. It's just your portfolio. And I understand that people don't want to do the deep dive and look at where they're at. They don't want to show you or be perceived as not being the know-it-all. People want you to believe that every investment they make is just great 100% of the time, and they're some sort of guru and they know something that nobody else does. The only thing that there is to know that nobody else knows is that you should be buying Bitcoin. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's the big secret. That's the wealth transfer. It's super simple. Bitcoin or Bitcoin derivatives. That's what's going to perform over the long term. You might find some short windows where something looks like it's better, but everything that glistens isn't gold, and everything that's glistening right now ain't been doing it for 15 years. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's go ahead and jump in, give a breakdown and some context on this. Where are we at with the holdings? Well, now that we have jumped in, I activated the margin. I got bullied into getting my Robinhood gold card. So the whole reason I opened this account up, it almost seemed like Robinhood can hear me through the screen when I'm talking about my account. So the shareholders meeting, which was cool, announced that they were going to start rolling out the gold card. Well, I started getting offers for the gold card, and I was like, hey, I'm not planning on opening this until between $3,000 and $5,000. And so I just kind of ignored the offering and ignored it, and it kept popping up on the screen. I kept hitting ignore, maybe later, I'll look at it later. And finally it came up, and this was before I hit the $3,000 threshold, so thankfully I'm at least in the ballpark of what I was going to do. But I got a notification, and it was like, hey, if you don't apply for this gold card, we're going to disregard you and we won't offer it to you again. And I was like, yo. Like, that's not what we're doing here. Like, I want the gold card. So I had to go ahead and apply for it. And then after that, my state taxes hit. So I'd done a couple of side hustle gigs. I did some house sitting, got some income in, and my tax return finally hit, which means that I also probably need to jump over to the IRS's website and start figuring out what I need to do to start paying them back in their chunks, because I owed a little bit of money. I got back a little bit of money from the state of Kansas, great state of Kansas. And yeah, we're keeping it moving forward, but I got my gold card is on the way. So we'll be talking about that and how we're going to utilize it, since I got it earlier than I wanted to. But I got a plan for it. I got a plan. I do have a plan. So I'm excited about that. Plan's moving a little bit forward, but like as soon as I ordered the card, you know, that income tax hit, and now the portfolio's within the threshold of when I was planning on starting that process anyway. Share-wise, where are we at? We have LFGY at 33.79 shares. Reason being, that is my landing. We are now full bore into the wheel strategy. Yeah, we're just going to keep moving on. I'll give the caveats after we get through there. Sorry, folks. It's a very dogged end of the day today. YBTC, we're at 12.86 shares. COIW, we are at 15 shares. QDTE, we are at 16 shares. Hood, since it is the month of May, it's May now, people. Time is flying by, and I'm hoping we're making the moves needed. But we are at 2 shares of Hood, Robinhood. Reason being, I believe in acquiring the platforms that we are on. People, I've got the credit card. I'm using the margin. They're getting me with the spreads. I ain't going to let them make money and me not be a part of that money. So we will be buying 1 share of Robinhood stock every month that we are utilizing the platform in ad infinitum, which means until the wheels fall off, until I'm no longer using this platform. Be getting 1 share a month. Also going to be doing that over in my Charles Schwab account. Going to be doing that too, because they're making money off me. I got margin over there, sitting at all the percentages. So got 2 shares of Robinhood stock. PLTW, we're sitting at 14 shares. It's looking good. Now, the caveat. So 2 of my positions, and this is what happens when you don't do your research. You end up with surprises, and the surprise can either be good or catastrophically bad. In this case, it's good. So my COIW and PLTW are leveraged positions. So we're getting a little leverage on that. So if I go into the PLTW, we'll click on into there real quick. You'll notice that we are above $500. Now, I've already sold off on this, but we are up 27.99% on this position because it is a leveraged position. So I'm getting a little bit of excessive upside. You get excessive downside. So the way that I am playing these positions is as follows. As it sits right now, my balance on these positions are $500. What that means for me, and this is how I am working with these leveraged positions for both PLTW and COIW. They're both leveraged. They both give a monthly pay. As it sits right now, and I'm going to stair step these up as the accounts grow. But as it sits right now, my balance is $500, which means at $500, that's balanced out. If we drop down to about $450, I will start buying back up to $500. If we are above $500, once we touch $600, I will sell off to around $500. And what are we doing with those sell-offs? Well, we're redistributing them. So until we get LFGY to kick off about $100 a week, everything lands there. The dividend from LFGY goes into YBTC. YBTC's dividend is going to roll into QDTE unless I need to purchase COIW or PLTW. So we're working with the leverage. This was a surprise. I didn't do quite enough research on the Roundhill, but Roundhill hasn't done me dirty yet. So even though I didn't do the research, this actually worked out for me pretty well in the way that I like to handle and establish my portfolios. So now we can move over because we are up on most of those positions right now. We had a great day in the market today. Like everything's good. I think LFGY, since I'm still buying actively, we're down 1.26% on that one. YBTC though, we are up 1.19% on that one. COIW, which was one that I was kind of worried about because at least my yield max experience with the Coinbase ETFs was not good. But this one, it's been good, been having good. So we're up 12.04% on this one. And we actually, even though we're under, actually, I might buy a share because we're under 500. We're still up percentages, but we're under 500. So I might buy a share to get that up to 500 because that put me right at 500. Probably going to be doing that tomorrow actively on Friday. Okay, so now we can pull the screen down and we'll go over to the other screen for the context so that way we can talk about what's going on in the market. Okay, so and we're really streamlining these. So as you can see, there's a discrepancy, and I don't know why. I've matched up. I made sure that all the shares are the same. I have no idea why this is building up the way that it is. It's like way off. But I think it's just because Snowball Analytics is going through some stuff, and the correlation of the prices, one of the prices is off. Like it has to be. Two things that we look at now that we've got a little bit more money in there, we are at an annual income of $1,875.27, which breaks down to $156.27 monthly at $5.14 a day with a yield of 55.87%. Pretty sure that since we've got this set up weekly, I'm targeting around 50%. Like that's just what it's going to be. And it's going to be a slower roll than my other portfolio. And I'm just going to be okay with that. Like I just don't see this performing as well as our to the hilt MicroStrategy plays. Like it's just not. I don't, unless we get a weekly MicroStrategy that I could switch out one of these positions with, it's just not going to happen. I just don't see it ever being that. But if we did get a weekly MicroStrategy, I would 100% go all in on it. And whatever my primary holding was, I would definitely be switching out some positions for sure. Like in a heartbeat. I am a huge MicroStrategy fan. Everybody knows that. I'm also a big fan of Bitcoin. Everybody knows that. And yeah, those, as far as what we have access to, hopefully eventually we get some of the other offerings that are coming out, like the 21 Capital, if they get the same volatility treatment and covered call treatment that MicroStrategy we'll be getting into those products as well, because we should get similar performance. In my opinion, it's going to be something I'll be willing to early adopt and experiment on. Moving on to the holdings. So I actually found something over here. I like this page the best. So it's the returns. As we can see, Palantir's Roundhill's Palantir Weekly best return. We have a total profit of 31.4 1% on that one, followed by the Coinbase COIW, which is interesting because this shows the difference between how Roundhill's doing theirs with leverage versus the Yield Max, just straight cover call strategy, just different management gets different results, because this is way better than what I was experiencing over on Yield Max with this specific product. YBTC sitting at third place with a gain of a total return of 7.4%. Then QDTE with a return of 3.94%. And LFGY, which is going to perpetually, as we run up, have the worst return because the money lands there first, but it'll start averaging out on all of these. It's just right now the focus is on LFGY, which is at the bottom, but we're still in the green, even though we're buying as it's going up, with a gain, a total return of 2.55%. And I think that's all we're going to have for this episode. Tap in with me down in the comments and let me know what you guys are thinking about the portfolio, because like it's easy to talk about this on the days when the I didn't even add that to the stage. Well, at least I didn't take both of us off the stage, because I totally forgot to add that back up. It's easy to run through these when the market is up, because everybody looks smart when the market is up. And I'll show some of these screens here, the ones that we were talking about. There's the return screen there. When everything's green, everybody feels good. That's the moral of the story. Since we've been updating this when we were just getting beat on and buying the averages down. So, it's important to see both sides of it. Today was a great day for the market. Hopefully, as we're showing this, I know a few of you commented on my stock alert. So I'm recording this Thursday night. So Thursday morning this morning, some of you noticed that, I recorded the video, made it for Thursday, bought my 10 shares. And by the time the video airs, that buy is actually, so like next week's buy is going to be up probably about 60% from when I bought the first 10 shares. And I was like, well, that sucks, because I bought them and the price went down when I actually bought them, because like when I was recording the video, I bought them like that day. And I decided I was going to put that video on Thursday. So I did the purchase on Monday. By the time the video's airing, like I got on the market that morning and I was just like, why is this up 40% today? Like, because I got to buy more on Monday next week, and Monday next week's going to roll around and I'm going to be sitting there and I'm going to be like, man, now I got to buy 10 shares and it's going to be like $200 more or $300 more or something like that. So, that's kind of the way this works, but it's still an order of magnitude less than buying shares of MicroStrategy. So I'm planning on getting more of those shares before they go up, hopefully. Like, I mean, this is just the story of my life. Like, you buy something, you're like, I'm going to dip my toe in the water. I'm going to buy 10 shares. And then it's like, oh, you should have bought 100 like you were planning on doing that day, because you didn't. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, and we're gonna buy our way up to 100 shares, because that's the target that I have for that. So yeah, hope you guys have a good Friday, bag fortification Friday. Don't fumble the bag. I'm gonna be at work, but I will probably be uploading more videos later, so I will be checking the comments of those at some point over the weekend. So leave me some feedback, leave me some comments, and I will catch you guys the next go around. I will not be as tired the next go around either, because I can't be tired all the time. But today, tired. Long day. So until next week, till the next update, it's your boy Reckless Ray De Niro, and we are out. Peace.
Money on my mind, yeah. Focus, got no time for games, nah. I don't play it, I'm all about that financial literacy. Investing in my future, building generational wealth. Dollar bills, they be calling my name, but I ain't chasing fame, I'm chasing change. Learn the game, now I'm playing it smart. Putting my money to work, it's an art. I'm stacking paper, building my own empire. No more living check to check, I'm getting higher. Investing in stocks, real estate, and more. Gotta secure the bag, that's what I came for.